Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Conan the Waltz, and today, oops, I got my hand in the way. Today you're gonna have lunch with me because we're cooking something special. I've got the packet here. Just went to the supermarket and picked up some diced kangaroo. So down here they call it K-Roo. And I got this from let's see, where's the name? Well, it doesn't say the name of the supermarket. Anyway, a Kohl's supermarket. So that's what's for dinner. And I'm going to set you off to the side here. And hopefully you can see what's going on. Camera will be blocked for just a second. So hopefully that will be good right there. And I can get this set up. Hope you're having a good week. Doing your thing. So what I do is I have a stainless steel fry pan, not cast iron. This is just plain stainless steel that I got from a Walmart. I'll get this opened up here. Going on. Now this packet here is supposed to be 4 servings, but it's not. For grown men, it's more like 2 servings. It's half a kilogram. Anyway. But it's supposed to be a very healthy meat for you health gurus out there. This has a very good omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is what they call it. And I think it's almost 1-to-1. But there's the full packet, all nicely diced up. So what I do is I just basically section in half, get a rough idea. And like I was saying, it's not really 4 servings. I mean, if I ate a quarter of this packet for dinner, I'd still be hungry. It wouldn't get me through the day, and this is my main meal. So, yeah, I don't know where they get their portion size ideas from. I'll try not to get in a rush here because I've had a fairly busy day and it's getting late down here. It's a dark and dreary day, lots of rain. So I thought it would be a very good day to make this video for you inside the cab, because I wanted to show you. It might be a bit much. I have to be real careful of my portion size. I can't dump in too much protein all in one shot, you know? Yeah, that'll work. So what I do is I cook really simple food. I don't, even though this is a frying pan, I don't use any oil. I cook everything dry and simple. Kind of like the cowboy way, you know? I don't add bunches of, like, all kinds of stuff. I don't put in all kinds of, like, seasoning and not even salt. I don't even add salt or pepper, or I just keep it all as plain and simple as I can. And then I wrap the other half up, like you can see, for the next day. So that is tomorrow's dinner. And then what I do, today I'm having beans with it. Garbanzo beans, or, oh, this is the supermarket I went to. It's called Kohl's. And these are also known as chickpeas, but they're garbanzo beans. And so I get half the packet of Kangaroo, and then I just put the beans straight on top. That's about half the can, I think. A few more won't hurt. And squish them down into the diced Kangaroo. Turn the heat up to about medium. And then this can that's left is also for tomorrow's dinner. So I get 2 days of very good food. On a dark and dreary day like this, it's good to have a good, hearty, hot dinner, you know? Just squish it down like that. And wait for the heat to come up. Whew, it's chilly today too. Dark and dreary and chilly. I bet old Kent Rollins never cooked up any Kangaroo, huh? So like I said, I cook everything plain and very simple. So this is just meat and beans. And that's my dinner. And then as we go here, you'll see a couple of things I do along the way. That might be a bit different and give you all some different ideas. And one of the reasons I try to keep my food simple is because of my health problems. And so what I'm doing is I don't want my liver and my kidneys to have too much going on all at once, you know, like if there's sauces and spice and salt and pepper and everything else mixed in there, then all that's extra work for my kidneys and my liver. So that's the main reason that I try to keep it as simple as possible. And also, I think it tastes better because, like, I used to love really good mayo, good mayonnaise, you know, good quality mayonnaise. I used to love that stuff. And it was, I would, like, with this dish here, I would put some mayo in there after it was cooled down a little bit. And it was really delicious. But you would mask all the flavor of the meat and the beans with the mayo. I mean, it was good, but and then again, there's a lot of ingredients in that mayo that your liver and your kidneys would have to deal with. So just simple food, just like the cowboys did. A lot of the cowboy ways were really good ways and healthy ways. So the heat's starting to come up. And because there's no oil, I just kind of, you can see the smoke starting to come up. Because there's no oil, I just kind of move it around a little bit. And let the juices come out of the meat. And then the juices in the meat stop everything from sticking anyway. And with this style, you don't have to worry about smoke point with a lot of oils, they have a certain smoke point. And once they get to a certain point, the oil is getting damaged. So I don't think it's good. So then as the meat starts to cook, I just start turning every little piece like that. And I just keep putting the red side down towards the pan. To get all the juices coming out. And you can see all the juices, I hope. I hope you can see everything that's happening. I'll tilt that up just a little bit more, maybe. I think that's the best I can do, guys. So I just keep turning it red side down. Cook all sides evenly. Still just on medium heat. Medium heat all the way. And because my cooker is on a slight slope here, the heat distribution won't be level. So I turn my pan. Now you can see how good that's looking. And the beans get to cook in all that juice, you know. So I turn my pan now and then to distribute the heat as evenly as possible. Try to get it an even cook. Oh, it's going to be so delicious. I look forward to this meal every time. It's a very good dinner. And you can see the juice come to the top of the meat, and then you just keep turning it. When you see all that delicious juice, you just roll it over. Turn the pan again, all the way around. Now I have a very good neighbor here, and whenever I want to cook a meal, or drill some holes, or do a little bit of grinding or whatever, they'll run an extension cord for me so I can do all that. So I'm very lucky like that. And he likes a good bottle of whiskey, so now and then I'll buy him a good bottle of whiskey for treating me so good and helping me. And on the weekend he can relax and sip on some nice whiskey, you know. Now what I do is, like, you could probably eat this like this, but I like my meat extremely well done. So what I do is I cook all the juice away. I cook it all out. until the meat dries out and all the juice at the bottom of the pan dries out. So I cook all the juice away completely until the bottom of the pan turns brown. And I've got some, I got something that I do with all that I'll show you when we get to that point. But I just keep rolling it until all the juice is cooked out. And that's good for the beans too. You want to cook your beans, especially chickpeas. You want to cook them, or garbanzo beans. You want to cook them really well because they have a lot of lectins, and that's what makes your gut gassy. So you want to cook your beans really well, and you'll get most of the lectins, they call them, out of there. You can see how good that's looking. And it's drying. The bottom of the pan is starting to turn brown now. And then when we get to that point, I'll show you a couple of things that I do add, but they're very good for you things from what I've heard. It's amazing how everybody that cooks has their own little way and touches of doing everything, and it's just amazing. I mean, you see how popular the cooking channels are, and you know, it's always little touches that are different and everything for each cook. That's why they're so popular, because everybody likes to see those little touches, you know, them little differences. And there you go. The bottom of the pan is turning nice and brown now. All them juices are... Now you don't want all that stuff burned. You want it nice and brown. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Well, let me scoot that a little bit. See that? Nice and brown, I hope, but not burned. You don't want nothing burned. And that's about it, I reckon. I'll put that on the cold side, and I'll shut this down. This little cooker is a very good cooker, but it takes these plates, I think that's what you call them, takes them a long time to cool. Like that'll take probably, geez, 40 minutes. Almost the same time as what it takes you to cook. Okay, so what I do, so I've cooked all the juice out. I gotta be real careful here. And what I do is I take some drinking water and I make a delicious gravy. Get just the right amount. So far I've just got the meat and the beans. No extras. And what you do is you just scoot your food around, and that takes all that brown off the bottom of the pan. And goes into the water, and it makes a really, really good gravy. And then what I do after I eat my meat and beans, I take some really good bread, some nice bread, and I break it up, and that's my dessert. I dip the bread into the gravy and soak up all that gravy, and it is delicious. I mean, it is so good. And with food like that, you're eating like a king. You can add all kinds of mess to this right here, but it's very, very good. Okay, so there's my gravy. So I won't be able to tilt the pan up towards you because, well, we just got some nice light. The sun just broke through, so maybe, I hope maybe you can see the gravy all on the lower side of the pan. So I've scooted all the meat up to the high side because of the angle on the cooker. Alright, so there's my gravy for my dessert. And then I take some good quality butter. And you gotta get real butter. Salt is okay, but it has to be real butter. And I just put a couple of, like maybe around a level tablespoon of butter. And it's cold. So maybe just a touch more. And I'll just drop the spoon in there and the heat will take it off. So the meat and the beans are separated from the gravy. So I can save the gravy for dessert. And then I put there you go, the butter's dropping off now. And then on the high side of the pan here, wow, it is a chilly day. I don't think I've ever had it stick this long to the spoon. But you get the idea. I just mix the butter through the meat and the beans. And that's delicious too. And then, it's the same with the butter. You're not risking, I can't get that off there. You're not risking going past the smoke point. There we go. That's coming along good now. And I just mixed the butter through. And it's ready to eat. No nonsense. So what I'll do is I'll bring the camera across, give you a close-up. And there we go, there's the end result. So look at all that delicious gravy. And then meat and beans with some butter mixed through. Whoops. Watch out for that hot plate and my fingers. With some butter mixed through, and I eat straight out of the pan. I don't bother with plates and all that kind of stuff because it's just me. And there we go. Well, I'm gonna have dinner, guys. You know what they say, don't get between a dog and its bone. You guys have a good day. See you next time.